Guess you're not gonna let me win.
Have I ever?
Would I know?
Doubtful. Have you ever?
Rule number 27. Never beat the person you're trying to close. I always hated rule number 27.
You couldn't close me 5 years ago. What makes you think you got a shot tonight?
Didn't, not couldn't. And 5 years ago, it wasn't your legal services I was interested in.
How does Jessica feel about an employee who resigned coming back to consult?
She's on board.
Do you mean I have to convince her?
See that? That's why I want you.
You had to tell me all this on the phone.
Well, I wanted to see you first. Make sure things weren't awkward, you know, because...
I didn't call you back 5 years ago?
You think you didn't call me back 5 years ago?
Oh, I know I didn't call you back 5 years ago.
Well, I hope your jury consulting is better than your memory.
I guess we'll have to agree to disagree.
Because you know I'm right.
Because I'm a bigger person. Which is why I'm gonna come in. But I wanna know, why'd you call me instead of Ted Phillips?
Why do you think?
How long have you been waiting?
How long were you gonna ignore my calls?
Last I checked, you haven't called.
I left you 10 voicemails in the last week.
Huh, that's so weird. I seem to remember your assistant leaving me 10 voicemails.
You know I don't know how to dial out. Is it 8, 9?
Do you know how to use your cell phone? Because if I were your assistant, I would have totally programmed my phone number into it. Oh, wait. I did. When I was your assistant.
Okay, look, I'm an asshole.
Did you come here to tell me things I already know?
No, I came here to see how you're doing.
You came to get me to do the trial run.
Donna, it's important.
Yeah, important for me to get up there and say I screwed up trying to protect you?
You did screw up.
Yes, to protect you.
Which I never asked you to do.
No, you just expected me to do it. Like I expected you to fight for me.
I did.
Really? Like you fought for Mike? Because that fight you somehow managed to win. Oh, and when you thought he needed to be fired, you respected him enough to do it yourself.
Jessica insisted that she be the one to let you go.
And since when have you ever done anything Jessica wanted if it wasn't what you wanted to?
Donna, I need you there. I need you to tell them that I didn't do this.
I'm sorry, I can't. I've hired an attorney. If this thing goes to trial, I'm going to be taking the 5th. So if you need another Donna at the firm, just have anybody say I decline to answer, because that's all you're going to get out of me anyway.
Donna.
I decline to answer.
Really? Really?
You don't get my kind of track record just by moneyballing people.
She's the me of jury consulting.
Don't sell me short, Harvey. I'm trying to close a deal here.
What kind of jury would you pick?
I already did. You need men.
That's a mistake. Women love me.
Really? Because I showed them your photo and they described you as arrogant, conceited, cocky. Oh, and arrogant again.
What about handsome?
Did I not mention arrogant?
It's not bragging if it's true.
Yes, it is.
Zoe, I'm still not convinced I should hire you instead of Ted Phillips. After all, Harvey never tried to sleep with Ted Phillips.
Who says I never tried to sleep with Ted Phillips?
I can do what Ted can't. Hardman came back here in his chair. He doesn't like that.
You told her?
I didn't have to. Look, the partners don't know what to think. We don't just need to convince a jury I'm innocent, we need to convince them I'm innocent.
Because if they don't trust Harvey...
They don't trust me.
And if they don't trust you and it never goes to a vote, he'll win. She's worked here. She knows the other partners. She can read them.
And I also know Hardman. I never liked him. I won't tell Hardman what I tell you.
Welcome back, Zoe.
Please state your name.
Harvey Specter.
Your full name.
Harvey Reginald Specter.
Do you consider yourself a liar, Mr. Specter?
Of course not.
Didn't you recently confess that as an associate, you hid an important file belonging to a, what was his name? Oh yeah, a Lewis Litt.
That was a prank. It was a one-time thing.
So you didn't do anything wrong?
I don't think so.
And when asked, did you claim that you knew nothing about it?
Yes.
Did you ever do anything to remedy the situation?
No.
Why not?
What was done was done.
What was done was done. And like you said, it was a one-time thing, right?
Yes.
Ah. Was it? Because I think maybe this is a pattern. Information was hidden, you claim you knew nothing about it, you did nothing to rectify the situation, and years later, you maintain you've done nothing wrong.
Your Honor, he's testifying.
Sounds exactly the same as why we're here today, except there's one big difference.
Your Honor.
This time, a man was killed. No further questions, Your Honor. What's done is done, right?
I have to say, delicious dinner, fantastic wine. Almost enough to make up for the mediocre company.
Don't be too hard on yourself. You're not mediocre. See, that's funny because you were talking about me.
There it is, the Specter smile.
What can I say? It came with the name.
And you're never fully dressed without a smile.
Being fully dressed is overrated.
It is when you look like me.
Mrs. Robinson, are you trying to seduce me?
Did you just call me Mrs. Robinson? Okay, first of all, I'm younger than Anne Bancroft.
Anne Bancroft was hot.
Which brings me to second of all, I'm hotter than Anne Bancroft.
I'm hotter than Dustin Hoffman.
Not in Tootsie. Are you afraid you're gonna lose this thing?
No.
You should be.
Why, because Lewis had one good direct?
You walk through life like men want to be you and women want to sleep with you.
I don't always walk. Sometimes I drive fast.
And it's exactly that kind of response that make the partners think you're an ass.
Being an ass doesn't make me guilty of fraud.
But if they're right about who you are, what would make them think they'd be wrong about what you do?
Well, why don't you tell me? You're the expert on warm and fuzzies.
You want to know how I know I wasn't the one to call you back? Because I know why I wasn't the one to call you back.
Let me guess. You didn't like me.
No, I did. But in all the time I knew you, you never once showed me any vulnerability.
I told you how I felt about you.
But you never showed me. So I had no way of knowing it's the truth. And you could be telling the truth now, but if you don't show the partners some emotion, they're not gonna believe you either.
What do you want me to do? Manufacture a few tears?
Look, Harvey, when you're a defendant, you need the jury to protect you. There's no way they're ever gonna protect you if they don't care about you.
The plaintiff would like to call Miss Donna Paulson to the stand. You got her to come in.
Just stick to the script. Harvey won't know what hit him.
Miss Paulson, did Harvey Specter order you to shred that document?
I declined to answer pursuant to my Fifth Amendment rights.
Did you put your date stamp on that document?
I declined to answer.
I'm not going to ask questions that you're just going to plead the Fifth to, so. Had Harvey Specter asked you to bury something 5 years ago, would you?
He wouldn't ask me to do that.
That's not what I asked. If he did, would you do it? Oh, see, you're pausing, which means you're hiding something.
No, I'm not.
See, I think you'd do anything for him, and I know why.
Is there a question?
Do you love Harvey Specter?
What?
Do you love him?
That has nothing to do with...
It has everything to do with why'd your last boyfriend break up with you? Miss Paulson, why'd he end it with you?
He thought that I prioritized my work over our relationship.
Your work. He asked you to choose between him and Harvey, didn't he?
Yes.
Who'd you choose?
Harvey.
Because you love him.
Lewis, stop.
It is not that simple.
Do you love him, yes or no? Answer the question.
Lewis.
You're with him all the time, your work revolves around him, your life revolves around him.
Objection. Badgering.
You don't have a boyfriend, but the one you did wouldn't share you with
Your
him.
Honor.
Please, I just need a...
Do you love Harvey Specter? Do you love Harvey Specter?
That's enough! crossed the line.
Do not do this to me right now.
You humiliated Donna. You kept pushing and pushing her for what? For fun?
Well, you think I enjoyed that? That made me sick.
You could have stopped.
You think Tanner would have stopped? Travis Tanner does not give a shit about Donna Paulson.
You are not Travis Tanner.
I don't.
You did not have to do that.
I did my job.
You really want to beat me that badly? Huh?
You think this is about beating you? This whole thing is about saving you. Everyone is trying to help you because you screwed up. This is all your fault. And what just happened to that beautiful woman in there, that's on you! Not me!